Tommy. And he told us about his... Or he told me about his plan. Right? He told me about his plan. He was like, you know this George guy? I don't like him. And I was just like, yeah, seems like a huge nerd. And then Tommy was just like, hey, wanna burn down his house? And me, of course, being the spineless person that I was, said yes. Because, of course, what are you going to do? He's richer than you, I thought. He could kill you. You don't want any enemies. So, in order to not make any enemies, let's burn down a guy's house. Because the last thing that does is make enemies, that's for sure. So, we started to prepare. We got our outfits and everything. We started to walk over. And then Nikki and Puffy were a little further back. And they were holy cow, thank you so much. Oh, and I hope you're doing well. Whoa, okay. I think so much Pluto as well. So Nikki and Puffy were here. They were on, I believe, their picnic date. And we, of course, couldn't be suspicious. So we weren't suspicious. We simply asked for Nikki's armor to go do something that was totally not bad. We're just gonna gloss over that part. So, me and Tommy went. We went over, all the way over here, past the, well, not this community house, but before this, there was a different community house before that. In case you guys didn't know, there used to be another community house, and then that one got blown up, and then it was rebuilt. So we went all the way down to George's Mushroom House. Now, George's Mushroom House, I mean, it was interesting. It was an interesting little house. So we did what, well, pranksters do. We did a Skeppy video. We kinda accidentally burnt it down. The burning down part was not intended, but the robbing and placing signs that called him, what did we call him? I said like Lamau, not even found. Tommy just called him the B word. But then the house accidentally burnt down, and then that was that, and we were like, uh-oh. So then we ran off, as anyone does. We ran away because we accidentally burnt down. The burning down part was not, intended. It was not intended at all. So we ran. And then, we were stopped a little while back. We thought we got all of it. We thought, hey, we got away with this. We got rid of it. We did it. We got rid of all the evidence. There is nothing that shows that it's us. And then Nikki and Puffy were like, oh shoot, yeah, no, that was you guys, right? And then she asked me, was it you? And that's when I realized I couldn't remember. I could barely remember what happened there. That was interesting. Why couldn't I remember that certain event when it had just happened? That didn't make any sense, right? So then I was just like, I have no idea. I don't think I did. And then something happened because of that. Something kind of bad happened because of that. Because of me and Tommy's little prank, something very bad happened. Something that was really not, ooh boy. What happened was that Dream, you know, the big guy, the guy that the server is named after, started to build big ol' walls around L'Manberg. Big ol' walls around L'Manberg. And we didn't know why. And we had no idea why. Why would Dream be building walls around L'Manberg? for no reason. For no reason, right? And then he showed us George's house. And then me and Tommy were like, huh. What-oh. So. Tommy decided, it got blamed on Tommy. Tommy didn't decide anything, it got blamed on Tommy. So then, oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy, it was not good. It was not good. I got questioned as well because, of course, Puffy said, hey, I saw Ranboo over there as well. I saw Ranboo over there as well. And then Tubbo killed me with a spoon. Not canon. But he killed me with a spoon. He killed me and he was mad. And then we decided we need to meet with Dream about what to do with Tommy. Right? We need to meet with Dream about what to do with Tommy, or rather, Dream wanted to visit, talk with us, or something. So, we created the meeting hall. Now, this meeting hall was the place that me and Tubbo built. Me and Tubbo built this hall. This is where I sat. So, I became the Minutes Man. The Minutes Man of L'Manberg. I was tasked with creating the notes for this meeting. This meeting was not successful. I mean, there was a pig guy up there for some reason. Why was there a pig guy just staring at us that entire time? That made no sense at all. Right? That made no sense. So, I became the Minutes Man. And I was in, well, technically, I was in the, I don't know, I was kind of in the cabinet of L'Manberg, but we really just did not understand. We really just did not, we didn't really know my role. But I was the Minutes Man, I had to write stuff down. Now, the meeting did not go well. The meeting did not go well at all. And Tommy kinda messed up. He was inherently aggressive, using something called Spirit as leverage to get Dream to take down the walls, but then... This is not the right mood. But then, oh boy. Dream did not care about Spirit. He only cared about the discs, or from what I heard. He didn't care at all. So, after everything, after also the trial, we had a trial where Tommy stood up for me. Forgot to mention that. Tommy kind of stood up for me. Now, the thing is, during that trial, I was asked, did you do it as well? And then I said, well, my memory is a little bit bad. And they cut me off. They said, oh, he doesn't remember. I never said that I didn't remember what I did to George's house. I never said anything like that. I simply said that I have a bad memory. But they cut me off before I could say anything about it. So, there I was. Tommy stood up for me, even though I also should have been kinda like also being punished as well. So, after all of this, there had to be another meeting. Now, I had no idea what this meeting was about. I wasn't included in any of it. But I realized something. Me being the Minutes Man, writing stuff down to remember it, that's a good idea. I should do that. So then I created the first Do Not Read book. Because I realized that my memories couldn't be shared. Because I was also kind of responsible for Tommy, for the George House incident and everything. So I started writing down who to trust, who not to trust. And that's where the first memory book happened. Now, I believe I was standing right here when all of a sudden the walls that were built up way higher, some people started to stand on the walls and everything. It was that Tubbo, seems like Dream as well, also Tommy, Quackity, and Fundy. What are they doing up there? Seems like they're fighting. Tommy's being taken away for some reason. They exiled Tommy.
Give us some money.
Thank you, John Mulaney, for that wonderfully timed donation. Thank you. Hello. They exiled Tommy. And of course, I felt guilty. I mean, why would they punish Tommy for a crime that both of us did? I mean, I understand that Tommy did not have a good track record with the server, but I mean, he shouldn't have been the only one. So, thus started Tommy's exile. Now, back here, stuff was going great. Stuff was going fantastic. Stuff was going great here. I was the Minutes Man of L'Manberg. I had a house. I had my pets. I had Jeffrey. I had my original dog. I had like a skeleton horse later. That's where it was. That's where my house was. I had a house in L'Manberg. It was amazing. It was amazing. I was still I was technically part of the cabinet, I think. But I still felt guilty. Because Tommy was still in exile. I visited him a couple of times, but he still seemed off. He still seemed like something was going wrong. Something was definitely going on with Dream, and I had no idea. So I wrote letters to him. I tried to keep him at least tied back to where he was. I wrote letters to Tommy. I tried to help understand what he was going through while he was in exile. So, I always had that burden. I always had that slight burden on me at all times because it was my fault he was in that situation. I could have stopped him.